Welcome to day 4 of the path of ease. Today I want to bring your attention to something very important. Something that silently drains a huge amount of energy, creates inner heaviness, uncertainty, and anxiety. And that is unmade decisions. Today I invite you to gently look at your life and notice what decisions are still hanging unresolved inside of you. What are you postponing? What have you already felt deeply, but still have not chosen? These can be small everyday decisions or life-changing ones. It may be connected to relationships, work, health, creativity, moving somewhere new, expressing yourself honestly, starting something your heart already longs for. Unmade decisions create an inner split. It's like trying to sit on 2 chairs at the same time. One part of you already knows that something no longer feels alive. There is no energy there anymore, no joy, no expansion. And another part still wants to stay with what is familiar, safe, predictable, even if it hurts. And this creates tension, an inner conflict, a silent resistance inside the body. Maybe you already feel it now. As if life is asking you to move forward, but something keeps pulling you back. The mind begins creating fear. What if it gets worse? What if I fail? What if people stop loving me? What if I regret this? What if I lose everything? And while the mind keeps hesitating, energy becomes frozen. Not because life is heavy by itself, but because attention is trapped between the old and the new. Maybe right now you can already feel which decisions you have been avoiding. Take a moment. Notice what appears inside of you. Maybe certain situations arise, certain people, dreams, desires, places. Maybe there are conversations that were never completed. Words you never said. Truth you never expressed. Sometimes unfinished emotional energy stays inside the body for years. And attention keeps returning there again and again. Imaginary conversations, memories, regret, guilt. And today I want to offer you a very powerful practice. If there is someone you never truly expressed yourself to, write them a letter. Not for them, for yourself. Write honestly what you felt, what you wanted to say, what remained unspoken. You don't even need to send it. This practice is not about changing another person. It's about releasing what has been living inside of you. You can also close your eyes and imagine that person sitting in front of you. And simply speak. Honestly, openly, without censoring yourself. As you do this, notice what happens in the body. Maybe emotions arise, tears, warmth, pressure in the chest, tension in the stomach, a lump in the throat. This is the body releasing stored energy. And sometimes the mind creates entire stories without even checking reality. We imagine what others think about us. We assume people are angry, hurt, disappointed. But often, these are only interpretations inside the mind, not reality. And this is why honesty can feel so liberating. To clarify, to express, to stop carrying silent stories inside yourself. And beyond relationships, there may also be practical decisions you already know you need to make. Maybe changing your work, starting your project, moving somewhere new, taking care of your health, ending something, beginning something, allowing yourself to be seen. The heart already feels the direction, but the mind keeps explaining why now is not the right time, why it is dangerous, why you should wait, why others may not approve. And today, I invite you to ask yourself honestly, what decisions am I afraid to make? And what price am I paying to continuing to avoid them? Maybe you are paying with your energy, your peace, your health, your joy, your time, your creativity, your aliveness. And you know, time is a non-renewable resource. Ask yourself honestly, how much longer am I willing to live like this? What would need to happen for me to finally recognize that change is necessary? And today, once again, I invite you to spend some time alone with yourself, in silence, without music, without information, without constant stimulation. You can do this while sitting quietly or while slowly walking outside. Begin gently moving attention away from thoughts and into direct experience. Notice the sounds around you. Notice colors, shapes, textures. Notice smells in the air. Feel the sensations in the body. Your feet inside your shoes. Your body touching the chair. The air on your skin. Maybe sunlight touching your face. Notice the breath. The inhale. The exhale. Without changing anything. And every time the mind pulls you back into thinking, gently return attention to seeing, hearing, sensing, feeling. Presence is not something you create. It is what remains when attention leaves the constant noise of the mind and returns to this moment. And the more often you return here, the lighter life begins to feel. Thank you for your presence, and I will see you tomorrow.